Well, hey, hi, hello, how are you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Over here with my beautiful chaos. We are doing something a little bit different today. This video is actually going to be split into two different parts. One is coming at you today and the other one will likely come at you tomorrow if nothing happens. I always like to preface that because something always happening in my house. But two-part video. We are going to do a meal planning series for the next two videos. I'm going to do meal planning with you guys today just to give you my ideas and my thoughts. I'm going to show you my grocery haul that I got. And then tomorrow we're going to do some of the meal prep because I have a very specific idea and I'm going to let you guys in on it because I think it would be helpful because it is summer. If you are like me and you have kids that are out of school and they're home for the summer, watch this, but also it might help everybody. But this is my thought process. So we are going to meal plan for these kids being home in the summer because I know how to feed them breakfast and lunch throughout the week. I didn't have to do that before. I'll get there. But that likely means that my grocery bill is going to try to double, maybe even go a little bit higher. And I don't want it to do that. I'm tired of spending money. This economy is sick of it. So we are going to try to do some planning to see if we can keep that grocery bill relatively the same. And I know you're saying, Emily, didn't you have to do that in the first place? Actually, no, I didn't. Our county actually got approved last year for a grant that allowed them to feed every kid in the county in the school system breakfast and lunch for free. And we definitely took advantage of that. We totally took advantage of that. So that was pretty awesome. So actually, no, I haven't been having to pay for that, and that was really freaking awesome. We took advantage of it, loved it, very thankful that they got approved for that grant. If you don't know, we live in a very, very, very poor county. So yeah, it was a really great thing for a lot of these kids that go to school. They really don't have anything. So it was freaking awesome. And also, if you do live near me and you're watching this video, our county is also doing a little thing where they are giving away food. I think maybe one day a week, I'm not sure, but they're doing it at 3 different schools in our county, and they're trying to provide some food to the kids in the county throughout the summer. So that's a really great option. Look it up on Facebook if you guys live near me and you know it. So let's get started about where my thought process is going with this meal plan. I got my notebook out, and what I am thinking is number one thing is I want to make I got a hair on me. I want to make as many meals as I can out of one thing. And what I mean by one thing, I mean either one item or one meal that I have planned. I want to make 3 to 4 different meals for each one of my kids. So upwards of 12 to 16 to 20 meals out of one of my things, because that's going to cut down on cost. And I'm going to freeze some of these things and put them in the freezer so we have them on hand. My next thing that I want to do is I want to make everything as easily accessible and grabbable as I possibly can, and something that they can do on their own, and they can either pop in the microwave or we could pop in the air fryer. We're trying to do self-sufficiency this summer. They are getting older and they can definitely start doing more of those things for themselves. So that's my number 2 thing, is they have to be easily accessible, ready to go, and something that they can help prepare on their own because life is busy. And my number 3 thing, we are going to try our best to not let this double our grocery bill. That's my number 3 thing. I just don't want our grocery bill to double or triple. So that's what we are going to try our darndest to do. I'm just going to kind of meal plan with you guys and show you guys some of my thoughts of what I'm doing. I do want to have like a little bit of extra protein. I do want to have some veggies on hand that are really easy. Some of their favorite things that I know without a doubt they're going to eat. I want them to have options. Okay, so let's get started with our meal planning. So my first thing that I want to do is breakfast, because like I said, we're going to be doing lots of breakfast at home. My kids are big breakfast eaters. They, 2 out of 3 don't really like eggs. McKinley likes eggs, but Riley and Hattie are not fans of eggs, so it's not typically so easy. So one of my thoughts was to make some freezer McMuffins, because they love a McDonald's McMuffin. And they have sausage that tastes just like McDonald's. It's actually maple flavor sausage too. And English muffins are relatively cheap. I'll put those right here if you want to see exactly what I got and the price point of those. So we're going to do sausage muffins, and we're going to toss them in the freezer. That is going to make something that they can easily pull out, pop in the microwave for about 3 minutes, and breakfast is done. Another thing I want to do, we love rice pudding. Rice pudding is, I'm not talking about the one with like sweet condensed milk and things like that. I'm talking about like the basic rice pudding, like almost like rice porridge. We're going to do that for breakfast as well. I've got a big old bag of rice that I'm going to order, and we're going to just pre-make rice, and we can either have that with eggs or we can do the rice pudding. Other ideas I have for breakfast, I'm going to get some protein pancake mix. I'll put that right here too. I have never tried this kind, but we're all trying to increase our protein intake, all that good stuff. Health, right? And I'm going to make little bitty pancake coins to toss in the freezer as well. So those will last probably at least a month, honestly, because I got a big old bulk box. I'm probably not going to make it all right now because I'm scared they'll get freezer burnt. So we'll make it enough for at least 2 weeks. I want to make, just because I want to, is I'm going to make some banana bread to have on hand. I have such a thing for bananas right now, guys. I love bananas. So we're going to try our hand at making some banana bread. And if you guys know, you know that I don't like baking, but I'm sure going to give it a try. And then I do have like some eggs, things like that on hand. I got some bacon, just different little things, but primarily those are our 4 things, and that should last for 2+ weeks, especially with the pancake bites lasting a lot longer. And then for lunches, this is the big thing. So my idea is I'm going to pre-make, load them into the freezer. That way they can pull stuff out. We can pop them in the air fryer, pop them in the microwave, even toss them in the oven, whatever is going to work best, because I want them to be able to do some things for themselves. So my first idea is sloppy joes. I'm going to pre-make my sloppy joe mix, put it in a freezer bag, toss it in. That should be enough for at least, for all of us and me, at least 2 to 3 meals per family. So upwards of 12 meals that we are going to make out of that sloppy joe mix that I'm going to toss into the freezer. So we are going to make street tacos. I've got little baby tortillas. I've got taco seasoning that I bought in bulk a few months ago, and I have got cheese that I have already bought in the freezer that I have on hand. So really my only cost for this is going to be the ground beef and the tortilla, which is going to be fairly cheap. And we are going to make street tacos that we are also going to pre-stuff and stick in the freezer. That way they can pop those babies out and put them in whatever, microwave, air fryer, whatever. We're going to make Italian sliders that I'm just going to go ahead, pre-make, wrap up, freeze. That way we can do the same thing. Our next little meal that we are going to be doing, if you guys have been to Chick-fil-A and you have the little chicken minis, you know, the little chicken nugget that's on the little sweet roll and little box, and it's so good. We are going to make some chicken minis at home. I've got some chicken nuggets. I've got some yeast rolls. We are going to make chicken minis at home. I also got the chicken dipping sauce that's supposed to be a knockoff Chick-fil-A sauce from Walmart. That's like $1 and a few cents. So we are making chicken minis at home, and yeah, they're going to be so good. I want vegetables to be on hand, so I'm doing like a rice cauliflower and a broccoli in a cheese sauce that I'm going to freeze. I bought several packs of broccoli. I bought a pack of rice cauliflower, and we are going to go ahead and pre-make those. I've got sweet potato french fries. I've got tater tots. I've got all kinds of sides, vegetables that I've also stocked up on. The only thing that we are going to pre-make to freeze in individual sizes are those broccoli, rice cauliflower, and the cheese sauce packages. That way we can just pop those in the microwave and they'll be ready to go. Also, I'm going to have snacks on hand, so homemade Lunchables, pepperoni, crackers, cheese. We have got veggie straws. We have got fruit snacks. We have got fruit cups. We have all the snacks. All the snacks. I've seen this a lot, and I'm going to try it out. You get a gallon-size Ziploc bag, and you fill it every morning with the snacks that they can have through the day. That way, they can know that this is the snacks that you get. This is plenty. This is enough on top of your breakfast, lunch, dinner. And this is the only snacks you get. That way those kids don't keep coming up to you saying, hey, can I have a snack? Can I have a snack? Can I have a snack? So they kind of know, you know, that this is what they got and all that good stuff. I did primarily just want to focus on breakfast and lunch, since that's kind of my main topic. I do have my dinners planned though for the next like week or so. I'm really trying not to overbuy right now. I used to try to buy like a week to 2 weeks at a time, and I would try to freeze things. But honestly, I've noticed that, especially with the way life kind of is going right now for us, and we're kind of more busy and stuff is going to waste, and I'm really sick of cleaning out my fridge and throwing food in the trash can. So I am only limiting myself to buy 3 to 5 meals at a time, depending on what they are. So this week I did plan for more, but I only bought enough for 4 dinners. I bought 2 crock pot meals. I want to do chicken, broccoli, rice, cheese crock pot meal, and then I'm going to do like a beef and potatoes meal. I'm going to try to see if I can find some just like beef tips, something cheap that's on sale, and we're going to do that. And then I've got like a soup bean night planned, and we've got like a taco potato bake planned, and that's the only thing that I have bought this week for supper, because I just am so tired of things going to waste. So we're trying new things all the way around. Okay, so that's kind of my meal planning part of the video with you guys. I'm going to get ready and show you guys the grocery haul, because like I told you, I order groceries online at Walmart. I majority of the time shop online and have it delivered to the house. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. You guys know this about me. I find it more convenient. At a certain point, you start saving money in gas after you pay for your initial membership fee. The rest is free, and it's just, at that point, you're wasting money if you're not utilizing every bit of that Walmart Plus. I also just don't like going to the grocery store. It's not fun for me. I have severe anxiety, and there is so much stimuli in that store that by the time I leave, I'm just a mess. I do not like it. It makes me cranky. I get headaches. I get overwhelmed. I don't like it. So, you're darn tootin'. If it's gonna not make me feel that way, I'm gonna have it delivered. Okay, this isn't even half of it because I couldn't fit it on my table. We've got all kinds of veggies, canned food, rice. Okay, part 2, because we couldn't fit everything. We've got bulk cheese, bulk rice, more bulk rice, more cheese, yogurt, pepperoni, Pop-Tarts, all that good stuff. And this, it was our last little bit. Gosh, I keep pulling out more. Friends, guys, we did it. So I did some math because I wanted to see how much I had spent and how many meals that I could make. So my math, I have got 96 individual meals, breakfast and lunches for the next couple of weeks. Plus, it could last longer. I'm thinking it will. And then 25 individual meals for dinners. And I'm saying 25, I'm definitely lowballing because these are brand new meals to me, so I don't know how much it's going to make. I'm assuming it's going to be more, so I'm going to say 25 plus individual meals. And I added up the cost. I didn't add in our general restock of like seasonings, soaps, general household items, stuff like that. I didn't include. I included strictly just the food for the meals and the snacks and things like that, and my total came out to $148 for those 96 breakfasts and lunches and 25 individual dinners. So shoot, yeah, I think we did pretty good, and I'm hoping this is going to work the way I think it's going to work with keeping stuff on hand and in the freezer. So I'm pretty stinking proud of that. I think we did pretty good because my budget actually kind of went down a little bit. Kenny did my hair. Isn't it beautiful? I'm inserting a clip because I am going to put my meal plan and the cost breakdown and everything right here. And that's breakfast, and this is lunch. That way you guys can see it. Okay, on to the rest. Anyway, come back for part 2. We will be coming at you. We will be putting some of these meals together, and we will be taste testing and doing all the fun things. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the fun things. Embrace the chaos. It's gonna be fun. I love you guys so much. We'll see you guys in part 2. Bye.